Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you some Interstellar Marines, a game currently on Steam Early Access, that is also currently in an alpha. Is this game really worth the $20 price tag it's throwing out right now? We'll have to see. Like I said, it's currently in an alpha and it's being continuously worked on, but at about a year ago I saw some gameplay of this game, and to be honest, it's not that different from what it was then. Does that give much hope for if it's going to change much in the future? No, but will it still? Maybe. I'd really like to see some more improvements on the game, and if the game really is fully developed, it's going to be a good one. It's an indie developed game that is focused more on looking like a AAA title, graphically and playstyle wise. One interesting thing about the game is that the game map changes environments as you're in it. It's gonna start getting dark, it might start storming, lightning strikes, then it might get sunny or rainy or something different. Now that's really interesting because you have to change your playstyle along with the environment, and I hope they really focus on that some more to make it even more awesome. Because when it gets dark, you might want to turn on your flashlight, you might not. If you turn on your flashlight, yes, you might be able to see, but other people can now see you much easier. And little things like that will be really interesting when the game's fully developed, and hopefully they add more environments and different turn of events. But with some interesting things come some bad things. Being an alpha, I don't really put this game down for its problems, but I do question why they even made it available yet. It feels so unready to be a game that it really shouldn't be up for purchase yet. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't get this game, I'm saying you should put that 20 bucks away and just wait a bit. Because really, if you're expecting to purchase a game right away here, you're gonna have some frustrating parts with it. One thing that's really bugging me about the gameplay right now is that you have one thing, friendly fire. Another thing, your friends or your teammates are solid objects to you. Now, if you see it in most team-based first-person shooters, that's not the issue. And that's really, it can't be that issue in this game, because you die very, very easy. It's not a Call of Duty shooter where you take a full clip and then you hide behind a rock and be fine. If you take a few bullets, you're gone, you're dead. With that being said, if I want to keep grouped up with my buddies, going up a staircase is going to be the worst thing to do as a group of 2 or more. Because if you bump into each other, it's the most awkward thing while moving around. So it's very awkward to work as a team and move around as a group right now. Not only that, but it's a very, very, very bare-bones shooter. There is not even a crouch, there's not even a jump. With that being said, there's also no customizable guns, different loadouts, etc, etc. To be honest, I don't personally need custom guns or custom kill streaks or whatever to keep me entertained in a first-person shooter, but it would be nice to have something more in-depth than just walking straight and shooting, which basically is what it feels like. But I get the feel that they're going for. They're going for this high-definition, really interesting and environmental shooter. And I feel like if it's developed correctly, this will be a really fun game to play. This is going to be the game that I want to get on Skype with my buddies and go, oh, there's a guy up there in the left corner, shoot him, and then turn around and, that kind of thing. And just get my, just how what I would with a more competitive game like Dota 2 or League of Legends or just games like that. I really feel like this might be the first-person shooter to actually get me interested like that, more than any first-person shooter ever has, but it has a lot of work to get there. Now, what you're seeing isn't the only thing in the game. Right now it is in the alpha, but in an intended finished game, there's going to be much, much more. One thing is going to be a co-op mode with, from what I've seen in different videos and pictures, seems to be land sharks, which, if you ask me, that sounds pretty dang cool. I haven't seen any actual gameplay because I don't think they have any available. But if I could get my hands on something like that, that sounds incredibly fun. Having friends and battling and things like that always sound interesting to me. And I feel like a lot of games are doing very successful nowadays because of co-op things like that. Not only that, but I think there might be an intended story mode. But there's just not much to see in this alpha. Which is why I'm still so confused upon why they even released this yet. I understand if you need a beta tester or a alpha tester, but for this to be a launchable title just doesn't seem right now. You have to pick out some people, you gotta ask people if they're interested in testing the game and keep with that small community. Because right now they have about 10 servers up. It seems like they have like 5 in Australia, 5 in US East, 5 in US West, and 5 in Europe. And every single server as of an update a few days ago are completely deserted. except for the European servers. This gameplay is on a European server, and I'm not sure if it's bugged or not, but it says the server I'm on right now has 15 ping, and the US East server, which I live in the Florida, United States, is a 200 ping at times. Why that makes sense, it doesn't really, but that is going to make it harder to access if you don't live in Europe. That might be something you want to consider. One thing that's really confusing to me is that there are more content on Interstellar Marines on the free Unity Engine web browser game than there is in the $20 Steam Early Access. Why not include that first-person shooter tutorial part into the game as well? It would give us a good opportunity to see more of the game. We'd have more developed things, because these tutorials are more developed than the gameplay you're seeing right now. We have crouching and jumping and bots that you have to fight, and just more interesting things, really. This is fun. I have to agree that this is okay gameplay. I would play this, and I have been, but it's not something I want to play more than 30 or 40 minutes of. That single-player gameplay, same thing. I wouldn't want to play more than 30-40 minutes of it, but at least that adds 30 or 40 minutes to the gameplay itself, and it gives me a good taste of what's to come. I'm just a little confused what people are paying for to get into the early access. I'm guessing at some point what they're going to stop doing is stop adding to their website and start adding to the Steam version, but I can't say for sure. If you're interested in Interstellar Marines, and you don't completely take my word on it, then you're in luck. I'm going to be giving away a copy of it on Steam. Early access version that I'm playing here is exactly what you're going to get. All you have to do is comment on the section below and say that you want the game, and I'll make sure to add you to the list. Basically, I'm going to choose one of the commenters and just choose a winner. If any more content pops up for Interstellar Marines' early access version, I'll make sure to cover that too, if you guys are interested. But in the meantime, you can check out this trailer, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.
It's the dawn of the 22nd century, a time of great hopes and expectations. The discovery of a new and inexhaustible well of power, known as zero-point energy, has revolutionized space travel. Man has escaped the confines of Mother Earth and gone on to colonize the solar system.
What's up guys, my name is Karsten and I'm the community manager here at 0 Point Software. Kim and Michael are currently working their butts off getting the first update of Interstellar Marines ready for Steam. So I decided to take matters in my own hands and tell you a bit about the game and our plans. So what is Interstellar Marines all about? Well, if you ask Kim, he will definitely say something crazy like
Interstellar Marines is an ambitious indie game that mixes meaningful cooperative tactical role-playing with relentless next-generation first-person simulation experienced inside a believable science fiction narrative about mankind's first contact with another sentient species.
Well, if you ask me, Interstellar Marines is basically the ambitious dream of a crazy game developer who played way too much Half-Life, System Shock and Rainbow Six. Let's boot up Interstellar Marines and take a look at some of the features currently available. Right now we are creating the multiplayer technology for the game, which will serve as the development platform for the core co-op experience that lies at the heart of Interstellar Marines. The game currently takes place at a high-tech military training facility located deep beneath the salty expanse of Groom Lake, Nevada. Here you will take on the role as an elite soldier, rigorously training for hostile insertions outside our solar system. One of our goals is to make Interstellar Marines a highly dynamic experience, so our initial focus has been to create a fully dynamic light and sound system used to simulate various combat environments. We're sick and tired of floating cameras and gun models stuck to the screen, so another goal of ours is to create an immersive first-person simulator that makes you feel present and immersed in the game. Right now, our first-person simulator has impressive features such as and you can also open your helmet. We know it's not much, but don't worry about it. With each update we'll expand the game universe with more content, story and gameplay. Just like we know it from Minecraft. You will play early prototypes of features in development and will enjoy a few good laughs from bugs and occasional game crashes. But because we're independent, every decision we make is for the love of the game, which makes things very simple. The sooner you buy, the lower the price, and once you purchase Interstellar Marines, you're all in. I can't wait to make Interstellar Marines your home away from home here on Steam. and I'm personally looking forward to embracing your feedback and suggestions to help make Interstellar Marines the best game possible. Kim has promised me that with time you and your team will visit habitable planets all over the solar system, board space carriers and space stations, and a hell of a lot more. So I told him to put his money where his mouth is and show us a bit of what's to come.
I'm alive!
Dr. Greenborg, you have a message from Mars. Please report to administration.